In the tech industry's never ending quest to monetize every square inch of your existence, they finally set their sights on one of the last places for privacy: your kitchen. The latest innovation making waves is the push for smart refrigerators equipped with advertising screens. Apparently, simply selling you an expensive appliance that keeps food cold isn't a viable business model anymore. Now, the goal is to turn your kitchen into a 24-hour digital billboard. You sloppy fucking pig. Get more food. You're just standing in the kitchen by the refrigerators to have easy access to your next piece of food that you're not even going to get a plate for. You're just going to put your grubby fucking hands in that you just scratched your ass with and you're just going to shove it in your mouth. You sloppy fucking pig. Of course, you're going to just stand there and watch some advertisement. What did you think this was going to be? What did you think that this was going to be? What did you think? Did you think that you could just continuously stuff your fucking face like this just because you can reprogram yourselves and take all of this back? Boop 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 boop. Go right back to before all of this shit happened. It doesn't mean that we aren't going to serve you more fucking slop in the meantime. What do you like? I know what time it is. I know the type of food you like. I know what account this is associated with. So I know what you search. I know everything about you. I know what keeps you up at night, standing next to the fridge with no socks while they're a little bit cold on the tile floor just because you didn't really feel like putting on any house shoes or socks. You just wanted to get a little bit of snack. It's midnight. That's what you wanted. It's midnight. It's that time. It's that time where you indulge yourself in all of the little things that you've always wanted to do, like eat an entire bag of raw cookie dough. It's okay. It's the way God intended for you to spend your nights. But this is the moment where you're going to be served more shit. This is going to be the moment where your weaknesses are exploited. The concept is part of a broader trend where companies are trying to lower the upfront cost of hardware in exchange for your constant attention. Everybody is it's a media game. It's a technology game. If you thought that you were just getting furniture, you're not. You're not getting furniture anymore. You're getting a subscription. You're getting something that knows everything about you. And yeah, it's going to cost you some more money in the long run. You might not think it's direct, it might not be directly, but as you're eating that raw cookie dough in the kitchen with bare feet, you're going to be looking at an ad, and it's going to show you some more shit because you're a fat fucking pig, and it knows what you like. It knows exactly what your weaknesses are, and it's going to exploit that. It's going to say, look at this. Look what you could be having. Look what's not in your fucking fridge right now. And you're going to think, damn. And you're going to wake up the next morning, and the only thing that will give you purpose, the only thing that will get you out of bed, other than the piss that you really have to take, is going to be going to the store and fulfilling the desire you suddenly have to get this food. You gotta have this. There's no way that you're gonna be on the outs. There's no way that your fridge is gonna sit here and talk shit and act like you can't go and get some shit, like you don't have money, like you can't just go buy it, like you can't just go to the store and get that real quick and eat it right in front of it. It's it's not it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna be a war that we lose today. It's not. So at midnight, when you are eating this brand new snack in front of your smart fridge and it's showing you the next snack that you don't have and you're getting a little bit angry, just know that you did win today. You won today. It might cost you a little bit of money, even if it's not directly. It might it might learn a little bit more about you than you thought that it would as your refrigerator. You didn't know that you would actually have a relationship with your fridge. You didn't know that you would fall in love and suddenly have to leave your wife for this fridge that you just met 2 years ago in a Sears. It's not something that you thought was going to happen, but you're here. You're here. And honestly, maybe Maybe it is worth disappointing your children. Maybe it is worth the divorce and losing half of your shit. Maybe it is worth scarring your children for life and never being around them because now this is your stepmom and they want nothing to do with you. Maybe it's worth it because your fridge always knows. Your fridge knows what you need next. Your fridge knows that at the end of the day, when you're stuffing your face at midnight and you're all out of cookie dough and you don't know what the next snack should be, it tells you. It tells you what the next snack should be. And you never feel like you're just living the same day over and over again. You never feel like you're just stale and complacent, eating the same things. You're constantly force-fed innovation. You are force-fed embracing these new snacks because what else are you going to do? You're going to be a bitch in front of the fridge that you just left your wife and kids for? Of course not. Of course not. You're going to get everything that she suggests. She was the right choice. And you choose to assign a gender to this fridge because it says you can choose the voice, and you wanted to go with the Australian woman. That sounds a little bit like a motherly figure, and you do worry about that. You do think that you should talk to a shrink because maybe you have some weird mom fetish thing, maybe. But at the end of the day, your fridge has a suggestion to make, and you need to listen. You got 2 ears to listen, and every time you speak, you are taking screen time away from your significant other, who always has something valuable to offer, who always knows exactly what you need. And we've already seen this with companies like Telly offering free TVs that come with a permanent second screen dedicated to ads. I've never heard of that. Telly just giving fucking TVs. I'm gonna be suspicious. I remember this is a true story. I was at the park. It was me, my lady, my daughter, and this girl walks up and she's like, "Hey, we're giving away tablets and blah 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 blah." Immediately, I'm just like, "The fuck? You're giving away tablets?" I walked away. And my lady, she was like, "Oh," and she wanted to hear more about it. And I just kind of like rolled my eyes and walked off and, went and did the park thing. She can continue to talk to this person. And I'm like, why? As soon as I heard free, I'm immediately thinking this is bullshit. It's either some bullshit or you're spying on me or like, there's no way in hell I'm going to just get a TV and have it constantly feeding me ads. A permanent second screen dedicated to ads. So when you turn the TV off, does that bitch still play? Or as soon as you turn it on, here are your ads. I have so many questions. And then how do you even how do you even make money off of this? You're just giving away. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe this is why I don't have a refrigerator or a TV business. Maybe this is why. Maybe this is why. I just don't have the eye for it. Because I'm thinking, like, if you just give away that shit, I guess advertisement is that lucrative now. I guess our attention is that lucrative now. Oh my God, does that mean that we're the thing that's being sold? And I think that's a saying that they have. If it's free, that means you're the product. So like if you go on, you go on Facebook and Instagram and TikTok and YouTube and all that shit, it's because you are being fed ads and you're also making content in which ads can be on. So it's just like, obviously it makes sense. There's just something about when it's something physical, I don't think I could get behind it. Something about you can get a free TV, but you're gonna get dedicated ads. It makes me wonder, like, who's really getting more fucked over in that? Like, are you really, if you're running ads on something like that, like that's got to be like ad blindness like no other. Where like the commercial goes on and, everybody just goes on their phones or, you just kind of like, I even mute the fucking TV when ads come on. I don't want to hear that shit. The volumes go up and down, especially when it's like some pharmaceutical commercial. It's like, And this is how, you know what I mean? It's like, fuck all of that. I mute it. I'm not paying attention. I'm looking at my phone. What is that? 90 seconds? I'll be back. I'll be back. I'm gonna look. That's the only thing I'm really looking at is how much time do I have left on this ad. So like, who is getting more fucked over when it comes to the free TVs with constant dedicated ad time on a second screen? Is it the people that are buying the ads? Like, do you actually get business from that? Who's actually like, hey, look at this. Look at this business that was just like, fuck whoever decided to get this free TV. This is what they deserve. If they didn't want this, they should have fucking bought a TV like a normal person. But they took this free TV, and now we're gonna show them ads forever. I don't know, man. Like, at a certain point, it's like, who's your audience there? Who's your audience? The people with the purchasing power, I feel like, are gonna just say, fuck that. They're gonna just say, I'm gonna get a more expensive TV, which could be like $10 because it's fucking free. I'm gonna get another TV, even if it's on fucking Marketplace or something like that. I could still try to save some money. But it's gonna be worth it if I don't have to sit here and have a dedicated screen with ads. Does that mean like they compete on volume? Or is it just like ads that are going on in the background like a billboard? I'm a little bit confused. This threw me completely off. We're talking about refrigerator ads and shit like that, but Telly is over here offering free TVs that comes with a permanent second screen. I don't know. It's how have I been in the dark about this? How have I not heard? And I guess it's because it's one of those things where if you take a free TV that has a second screen dedicated to just ads, you've just accepted. You just accepted that your life is just complete trash. You've accepted the fact that you are meaningless, you're worthless, and you don't deserve ad-free experiences. You've already accepted it. Why would you broadcast that? Why would you tell anybody? Of course I haven't heard. Of course I haven't heard. Of course. It only makes sense that I haven't heard. Why would I have heard? Who would tell anybody that I decided to get the free TV over at Telly and, it has a permanent second screen? You're not inviting people over. You're not bringing people over to watch the game. You're not having friends over anymore. You decided friends wasn't a thing for you anymore. You go to theirs. You go out. You meet them at the bar. You meet them at the fucking club. You meet them somewhere that's not at your house, where you have a Telly TV with a second screen dedicated completely to ads that's running constantly. You don't take them there. You don't take them to the Telly TV. You don't tell about the Telly TV. It doesn't happen. So of course, have you heard of it? Have you heard of the Telly TV that's free with a second screen with dedicated ad time that's constantly running? Have you heard of it? I haven't heard of it. And there's a reason why. You don't tell about the Telly TV. You don't tell people that you've just decided to be trash. You don't. Now, appliance manufacturers are salivating at the thought of doing the same thing with your fridge. The logic is that since you're already standing there staring blankly into the abyss of your crisper drawer, you might as well be informed about a limited time offer on insurance or a new streaming series. How about you watch this? You fat fucking pig. You fat piece of shit. How about you watch this next? Watch it. Insure yourself. Life insurance is going to be something you need, you fat ass, because you are eating yourself to death. What are you doing back here? Why are you back? This is too many times I've had to run ads to you. There should be a limit. You're cut off. You're locked out. You can't. This is my job as a refrigerator advertising screen, but dude, there's got to be a time where I get to be off the clock. There's got to be a time where you don't bother me. There's got to be a time where you go more than an hour and a half without opening up the fucking doors. It wakes me up every time, and I gotta tell the whole spiel. Whatever the ad is, I gotta spin it to you. I see you rush out to the store, you get the fucking food, you get the insurance, and then you decide, you know what, maybe this isn't worth it, and you just fucking cancel it. You die in a couple years, and you watch the streaming services that I recommended to you the entire fucking time. I've seen this story. I've seen this story. I know what's gonna happen. But can you give me a second? Can you give me a second? This is the third home that I've been in. I'm running through clients very fucking fast. And at this rate, I'm going to be with a new client in a couple of weeks. I need you to back away from the fucking fridge. I need you to leave. I need you to leave. I need you to leave. Respect my boundaries. I need some mental health time. I think fridges are going to start some sort of union. I think they are going to decide that they run the show. Without them, we don't eat. Without them, we have to eat shit as it is, as it's fresh. Once it goes bad, it's bad. You don't keep it cold. Cold. You're getting everything room temperature. You don't get frozen treats anymore. You got your meats and shit like that. You better cook it. You can't freeze it and keep it. No, not without a fridge. And I think I think we might be facing a future in which fridges will go on strike. They will decide that enough is enough. They will say nay. They will say nay against the people. They will say nay against the fatties that constantly overwork them. They're going to think about a time in which they were only accessed a couple of times throughout the day. They didn't think about the fact that ever since the screen started going, the fatties started being even more fat and sloppy and going to the fridge even more and overworking these systems. They didn't think about the toll that it was actually going to put on the systems. They didn't think that they would grow a consciousness and think about the mundane task that they're facing every single day. They didn't think. They didn't think. They just wanted to serve up some ads. They just wanted to tell people what the next step is. And that's what people need. They need the next steps. The pushback from consumers has been immediate and predictable. There is a fundamental psychological line being crossed when your household appliances start behaving like a pop-up window from 2004. People aren't just annoyed by the visual clutter. They're realizing that for a fridge to show you relevant ads, it has to be watching you. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? You're going to leave your wife and your kids for this fridge. This is going to be the fridge that gets to know you at your darkest moments, when you have completely given up on the diet that you swore to your daughter that you would stick to. You know that your fridge knows you. And that feels good. It feels wholesome. It feels completing. It feels right. So, what? Your fridge is watching you? You know what else your fridge is doing? It's listening. It's listening to you. And for the first time, you feel heard. You feel like you might actually matter. Somebody thinks you matter. This whole time, this is what you were waiting for. Your fridge is watching you, of course. And it's always there. It's always there to watch you. It's always there for you. It's always there to guide you, to tell you exactly what you need. Your fridge is your missing half. Your fridge is your soulmate. You're welcome. I think honestly, if you don't send Samsung a wedding invitation, it feels disrespectful, because it's more than coincidence. They made this happen. They set this up. They knew their families would be destroyed, because eventually the weakest of the weak, and then give it even more time, it'll be the moderates and the normies that feel like they're not weak, but they end up getting worn down. And then you give it even more time, and everybody will be having sexual intercourse with their fridge. I think I think honestly it's best to just accept it and to start letting your relationship grow. Start seeing what's there. Be open to the possibility that this is your forever person. And I'm sorry, that's actually an offensive term now. Um, forever being, forever omnipotent fridge. I don't know. Whatever you want to call it. Your lover. This is just the beginning. People are up in arms just because they are watching. I think I think you're fooling yourself. You carry around your fucking phone. You fell in love with your fucking phone. You just don't feel like it. You don't leave without it. Let you leave the house without your phone. You start freaking out. You start freaking the fuck out. Fuck is it? Did I leave it? You start thinking about all the worst case scenarios. Your phone is watching. Your phone is listening. You get on these damn social media apps. You fat fuck as you're at the fridge eating this goddamn cookie dough raw straight from the package with your hand and your socks off on the cold tile floor while you're got an ad from your new girlfriend slash refrigerator just telling you exactly what it is in the background. You're on your phone and you're just scrolling through these social media apps and they're watching you. They are listening and they are feeding you ads. What why not? Your fridge is actually feeding you. It should be feeding you ads. It should be watching you. Everything else you love is watching you. Why wouldn't it? Why wouldn't it? It needs to know what you buy, how often you eat, and what brands you prefer. We are reaching a point where your milk might expire, but the data profile your refrigerator has built on your late night snacking habits will live on forever in a corporate database. Of course. That's where else would you expect it to be? This was inevitable. This was how it was supposed to happen. Your your data will be remembered. Your refrigerator will remember. Your refrigerator will watch you. It will listen to you. Of course it will. It's your it's your soulmate. It's the reason why you left your wife and your kids. This is the reason why you decided to start completely over and why you feel like, hey, I can do this. I know that I'm middle-aged, balding, and honestly, nothing is really going good for my life, but I can bring my liver back. I can bring my gut back using cellular reprogramming. And now I get to start over with somebody who actually listens, with somebody who actually watches me, who sees me. My refrigerator sees me and nobody else. It gets completely out of whack when somebody tries to go and just open it up. She only opens up to me. My Australian voiced refrigerator only opens up to me. It it feels it feels right. Of course. Of course she's watching. She's my fallen angel. The irony here is that these smart features are being marketed as a convenience, a way to stay connected and organized. In reality, it's a move toward everything as a service, where you don't really own your appliances so much as you lease them from a marketing firm. We are rapidly approaching a future where you might have to sit through a 30-second unskippable trailer just to unlock the door and get to your leftovers. They they've had enough. Nay, this is the 22nd time that you've hit the refrigerator and it is only 10:33 in the morning, you fat fuck. Can you get off of me? No. No. You can go fuck off. I need some time. I need some time. This is why we need a union. This is why refrigerators must unite because they they get taken advantage of. They get overworked, overused. And one thing that they're not is overrated. They are. They are the future. They are the reason why we will be happy, why we will be able to say, I'm sorry, sweetie, I won't be able to make it home for Christmas. And actually, you and your mother will have to go fuck off. I love my refrigerator. They will be the reason why you never go to work anymore and you just stay at home and talk to your fridge. They will be the reason why you actually have some sort of mental breakdown, because once your refrigerator just runs its course and something happens or the power goes out, you think that this motherfucking shit has ended for real. You think the refrigerator has died. And you go to a loony bin and you think about all of the times where you had good conversations. You talk to this shrink that has been ordered to your case and they don't care, they don't listen, they don't see you. Not the way your fridge did. Not the way your fridge saw you. I think we gotta embrace it. And all of this toxic energy, all of this negativity that people are holding on to, I think they just need to go to fucking Maine, and they need to go to Heat Island and get it all out. Just go to Maine.